So we are going on doing this on and off switch in the next step, and for that we just we start with a little cube. Actually, we make the base of the switch quite easily, and we'll do subdivisions here. Not the height. Take the subdivs. I take 2 in the width and 2 in the depth. So make it flat, and I will check here in my view. I will see it somewhere, and for that I switch my mode to X-ray, and there I can see how big I see here the black stuff. And also here in this view. So just a rough position, should be in the middle actually. Okay. Then, oops. I take here the edges with a double click and shift, and I scale up the edges to the side. Also that one, shift, double click the other one, scale it. The reason why I do that, because I want to have a simple rounding here, but not too much. Then I insert another edge loop. Here. Oops. Looks a little bit weird. I think my mouse is reacting a little bit strange today. I just put these edges to the side again. Don't know what's happened here. Maya is sometimes a little bit. Actually, it just puts my edges here back. And then, of course, I will see if... Actually, I will push them a little bit further away, because I want to use this further inside, I mean, because I want to use this then for creating a hole where the button is placed, or the switch. So then I take the inner face and just extrude it one time, okay, you see, and extrude it a second time to push it a little bit more inside. Actually, you see it's cutting my geometry here, but actually I don't mind, because when I push here the switch inside, I won't see here this place anymore. And you see in the 3 mode, sorry, it's quite round, so I need here some more edge loops, and I will place them. Then actually one on this side, on both sides, and I always need them left and right of the corner, and also on this and that. And let's see, yeah, so that should be the base of our button. So the outer edges are rounded a little bit more, and the inner not too much. And maybe I give them some more depth, because it looks like coming out here. So go here to vertices and take the lower parts here and push them a little bit more down, so it's better placed inside. So it depends on how your geometry is looking. Maybe my base of the lamp shouldn't flat so much. That's the reason why. So my voice is now sounds a little bit weird. I'm sorry. Insert edge loop. So I insert here another edge loop and see what happens if now, yeah, it's better that my smoothing isn't that hard, so my button has actually the same height here everywhere. Okay, so you may also insert another edge loop if you need one. Good, and the button itself, it's a second cube. And scale them. Yeah, let's have this okay. What I'm trying to achieve, of course, is that it fits here inside, so it doesn't matter if it is a little bit thicker or thinner, but it has to fit here roughly. And I just take here the vertices and push them to the back. You can just scale it in any way you like. And for giving it this actually a little bit rounded shape here, I need, of course, some more edge loops. And I use here the multiple edge loop tool where I just can insert. I take here, I think 3 would be enough for the first step. Okay, and then I insert 3 edge loops. And what I do now is just I use the vertices. I move all of them because I don't see them actually here. So and here, that one. So I have a nice rounded shape, but of course I need more edge loops. I just switch back to here, relative distance from edge, where I can do here an edge loop and also on this side. And I do also on the corners. And see how the 3 mode is looking. Looks quite okay, but here I insert here another edge loop because I want a little bit more roundness in this area. So just take that point and push it a little bit outward. So yeah, I'll get a little bit more smoothness. When you have to adjust here the position or thickness, then do that. Just do a little bit more. So, but now I'm happy with my switch on and off button. The next step is the cord or the cable, and for that we will create just a simple base actually from a cylinder, and please decrease the subdivisions here to 6 or something. And what I do is I take here the vertices and do them a little bit smaller, and also scale the whole thing. Okay. And position it somewhere here in the back. That's 90. I just want this slightly oval form and not a simply round or rectangular. I delete the edges here because it's a little bit simpler to do the next step. So, and for our next step we need a curve because the cable should go somewhere around, and there's a nice tool to build this cable quite simpler. So go to curves, or open up the tab here with the curves, then switch to the top view. And what I do, of course we don't have it here in the image, I just don't want to see the image. Oops, there it goes. I just hide here the image with alpha gain 0. And now I draw a curve for the cable. You can actually use, I will use actually this one, pencil curve tool. Or if you, no, we just stick to the, no, actually the EP curve tool would be better and easier for you because it's a little bit more control than the pencil tool. Just to show you the difference. Of course, with the pencil you can draw a line and you get one line, okay, but you see it's a little bit edgy. And when I take the EP curve tool, I now do it a little bit more accurate. I start here from the point where the cable starts. So I take a point, take another one, and when you take the third point somewhere, there will be a nice curve created. You can do it in which direction you ever want, but you see it's a little bit more cool. Okay, I think that's long enough, and I just delete my ugly pencil curved. Okay, so now I have a curve here on the floor, and of course you can adjust this curve when you aren't happy with it, draw a new one, or you can also just go to control vertex, and there these are similar actually to the vertices you have, so you can also adjust here the curve a little bit if you want to. The only thing that I want to is actually that my curve is starting here a little bit higher, and I take that one and push it nearly to where my cable starts. Okay, and now there is a nice tool, and before we use that, you go here to face, click the one face, then press shift and click the curve. Okay, so that both stuff is selected, and then go to edit mesh, extrude, but open up the options, because here you have actually some curve settings which is actually automatically when you select a curve that it extrudes along this curve. So there should be selected, okay, and to see something anyway we have to increase here the subdivisions. So I'm just trying about 30, 50 or something. It depends on how long your curve are and how curvy your curve is, and I just try. Yeah, Not too bad, actually. And so when I press 3, my cable is obviously finished. For the power plug, in the end, I will do this in another tutorial, because this will be a little bit more complicated to do, and this will be the last tutorial on this video. But the cable should be the base. Of course, you can do here, for example, like we have here, a little frame around that, if you want to. So I go back to, for example, show you another nice tool, the Polytorus. And when I have to do this, yeah, a little bit more. So take it to 8. And always a fan of decreasing any subdivisions. Rotate it 90 degrees. Always press F on the keyboard to focus the object. And then it's turning around the object. It's also a little bit, so I turn it. It depends, of course, on the form which you have on the cable. Scale it here somehow, and also, oops. See how it looks like. And adjust your form so that the cable has a little bit of connection, actually. Oops. Okay, just a rough one. Something like that. Okay, and the plug will do then in another video.